Hello students, today we will study about 5 components that are present in our food, 5 important nutrients. So first is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are nutrients that provide energy to our body. Hence, foods rich in carbohydrates are called energy giving food. We get energy from carbohydrates, so these are called energy giving food. There are two main types of carbohydrates, sugar and starch. So, how many types of carbohydrates are there? Two types, sugar and starch. So, starch in present cereals like rice, wheat, corn and vegetables, and vegetables like potato and sweet potato contain starch, while fruits like mango and banana contain sugar. We need carbohydrate in large amounts so that we may get sufficient energy to do our work. So, we need carbohydrates in large quantity. It is important. Moreover, people who do more physical work need more carbohydrates. For example, the person who are athlete or laborer, so they eat more food because they need more carbohydrates, and the persons who are sitting in office and doing their work, they need more carbohydrates, so they eat less carbohydrates. Persons sitting on chair and doing their work, they need less energy, so that's why they eat less food which contains carbohydrates. Clear? Here are examples: rice, chapati, bread, sugar and fruits. Here second one is proteins. Proteins are nutrients that help our body to grow and repair its cells and tissues. They are also required to build our muscles. Hence, food rich in proteins are called bodybuilding foods. So, protein provide us protein help us to grow and repair its cells and tissue, and they also help in building our muscles. Clear? So, they are called bodybuilding foods. You have observed some of your family member go to gym and they take some liquid which contains protein. For example, Protein X, because they want to build their muscles. That's why they need more protein, and they eat diet which contain foods which provide more protein. Clear? As the bodies of children are still growing, they need more protein in their diet than adults. If there is a lack of protein in the diet of children, they may suffer from a disease called kwashiorkor. So if there is a lack of protein, children may suffer from a disease called kwashiorkor. Now we will talk about the source of protein. We get protein from foods such as milk and milk product like cheese and paneer, eggs, fish and meat. Plant products like pulses and soya beans are also good source of protein. So we get protein from milk, cheese, eggs, fish and pulses. Okay? So pulses are also very necessary to include in our diet. And children, you must eat pulses, milk, cheese and according to your food, because fish and egg all children do not eat. So but milk, cheese and pulses all student can eat. Third is fats. Fat are nutrients that keep our body warm and provide us with energy if we don't eat for a long time. So what are fats? Fats keep our body warm. In the winter season we have to eat such food which provides us fat so that our body can be kept warm, and they also provide us energy if we don't eat food for long time. For example, if we are not able to take food for 3 hours, 4 hours, so we have to take such food, so the level of energy can be maintained. Hence they are also called energy giving food. They provide more energy than carbohydrates, but our body needs fat in very small amount. If we eat too much fat, it gets stored in our body and cause obesity. We will discuss later, but here obesity is a high fat which is stored under our skin. So what are the sources of fats? Oil, butter, ghee, cream, cheese, paneer and nuts are the rich sources of fats. Here you can see you eat nuts also in winter, especially in winter, so that we can get warmth from these products. Here fifth one is vitamins and minerals. So here vitamins and minerals, these are also components of food which comes under nutrients which are needed by our body. Here vitamins and minerals are the nutrients that protect us from diseases. So vitamins and minerals protect us from diseases and keep us healthy. Hence food rich in vitamins and minerals are also called protective food. Protective means which can protect us from many diseases or many foreign bodies. Foods such as fruits and vegetables are rich in these nutrients. Milk and milk products eggs, and meat also contain many vitamins and minerals. We need vitamins and minerals in a small quantity, but they are very essential for us. We have to take these in very small quantity, but they are very essential. We will discuss further. If there is a lack of these in our body, we can suffer from any diseases. So these are needed in a small quantity, but they are essential. If there is a lack of some vitamins or minerals, we may suffer from any diseases. Vitamins A, B, C, D and K are the main vitamins needed by us. If there is a lack of vitamin A, our eyesight becomes big. So from which vitamin our eyesight become big? So answer is vitamin A. We get this important vitamin from green vegetables, eggs and milk products. If vitamin D is less in our diet, our bones and teeth becomes big. So vitamin D is also very important. Milk, fish and egg are good source of this vitamin, means vitamin D. Here you can see milk, green vegetables, fruits and eggs. Now we will discuss about calcium, iron, potassium. So we have to discuss about minerals. Calcium, iron, potassium, sodium and iodine are some examples of minerals which our body needs. Lack of calcium weakens our bones and teeth. We can get calcium from milk and milk products like curds and cheese. Iron is important for the blood to form in our body. Source of iron are green leafy vegetables, apples and carrots. That's why you have seen when we are in lack of iron, doctors advise us to take green leafy vegetable, apples and carrot. Here a very interesting fact: milk contains almost all nutrients that our body needs. That is why milk is called a complete food. Small babies feed only on milk and don't require any other food. As we grow up, the nutrients in our milk are not sufficient for us. Therefore, we need to eat other food too. From here, we can also observe in different ages of human, we need different kind of food. Okay, so up to here, it completed today, and next will be covered in next part, and in next part our chapter will be complete. Thank you very much. If you have any doubt, please comment me, or you can also send WhatsApp me. Thank you.